Muy buenas tardes y sean bienvenidos, damas y caballeros, al Parque Lealtad del Parque La Loma en Tepic, Nayarit, México, para el partido número 14 entre la selección de Túnez y la selección de Lituania. Esto en la conmemoración de la segunda edición de la Copa Mundial Juvenil de Béisbol 5 de la Confederación Mundial de Béisbol y Softball. Y presentando al equipo visitante con el número 1, Hamed Amine Sragua. Con el número 7, Yassin Otoru. Con el número 19, Yassin Youssef. Y con el número 10, Amira Yabali. También presentamos al resto del equipo con el número 2, Mouna Bouchala. Con el número 5, Malik Yao. Y con el número 15, Amen Ala Sui. Al igual, denle la bienvenida al coach, Touhami Owale. Y ahora conozcamos a los representantes del cuadro titular de la selección de Lituania. En el número 11, Augustas Jansonas. De igual manera, es momento de presentar a los oficiales de este partido. En el home play de los Estados Unidos de América, Tony Jones. En primera base de México, Pablo Alberto Muñoz García. En segunda base de México, Enrique Aarón de León Maldonado. En tercera base de México, Oscar Eduardo Valerio López. Y en la mesa de México, Talía Villavicencio. Muy bien, damas y caballeros, es momento de que los que podamos nos pongamos de pie, nos retiremos nuestras gorras y escuchemos de la manera más respetuosa el himno del equipo visitante, Túnez. De igual manera y de la manera más respetuosa, escuchemos el himno de la selección local, Lituania. Agradecemos su atención y los invitamos.
Welcome once again to Tepic, Nayarit, as we continue day one of the second edition of the WBSC Youth Baseball 5 World Cup. Craig Durham, excited to be bringing you what promises to be a very intriguing matchup this evening between Lithuania and Tunisia. Two teams have already played today with differing results. Tunisia winners over the upstart refugee team representing Syria. They won it in straight sets, 2-0. While Lithuania had a big emotional and score victory. Big win on the scoreboard is another way to put it. 10-1 in the first set before the offense went quiet and Mexico came back and won sets 2 and 3. So it had to be a disappointing defeat for Lithuania, especially considering how well they played in the first set. I mean, they were all over Mexico, who had a big home crowd behind them. But that is a look at the roster that's going to try and turn this around, right the ship for a Lithuania program that prides itself as being one of the top Baseball 5 nations in Europe. And they have the results to back it up. They have often finished runners-up. They have even won European competitions in this young discipline. And we're excited to see this matchup tonight, which will be the last of day one for each of these two teams. And when you think about it, it could go a long way towards determining who advances to the super round and who winds up in the placement round when we get there tomorrow afternoon. And now we are ready to begin. Just like that, it's a leadoff base hit for Ahmed Zargwa from Tunisia. And Tunisia, again, will look to get off to a fast start. They put up some big numbers against the team representing Syria. They won 7-4 in the first game. They won in the first set. They won 13-3 in the second set. And as you can tell already, rearing and ready to go. First two have reached base safely. And that brings up the big Yassine Youssef. This is a big team when you look at the size. Some big kids on this crew for Tunisia. And they're all stacked 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. There's an important first out for Lithuania. They got the force out at second. Now it's Wijden Zaduri. Tunisia representing North Africa. Tony Jones is our home plate official, having a word with Talia Villavicencio at the scorer's table before bouncing the ball to the batter to put it in play. And a very smart play by Tunisia to take a 1-0 lead there, just tapping it across the line. Barely clearing that 3-meter no-hit zone. But as you can see, it did clear the line. A look to third, but that was not enough to stop the runner from coming down and scoring. Now Amir Jabali with a ball on the left side, out. The call at first base, and a nice job by Lithuania after allowing the first two runners to reach safely. To get 3 straight outs and limit the damage in the top of the first inning, it's 1-0 Tunisia with Lithuania set to bat. Great passion for this young game in Lithuania. Great passion for baseball and softball as well. They're a small country, not even 3 million. And so to see them excelling here in Baseball 5 is really a great accomplishment. And we begin their bottom half of the first inning with a base hit. Augustus Jansenas with the leadoff base hit. And that brings up Elias Michuta. Elias Michuta on the older side as far as this tournament goes, having just reached 18 years old. He does get it over the no-hit zone and advances the tying run into scoring position with 1 out in the first inning here. And that brings us to one of the other big boys in the lineup for Lithuania, Julius Ladaravicius. Hard hit through the legs of the defender in the shortstop position. Time called and time granted. It's not always to get that timeout, not always easy to get that timeout granted to you. Good communication among the officials. And we'll see now with the runner on third if Lithuania can tie it up. Here's Varvara Baitul, who's going to leg it out up the first base line, avoid the double play. And with that, see us tied at 1 as the 5th batter, Kira Baitul, will bounce it a couple of times in the home plate square. That's a fair ball right over the bag. When I say the bag, that's a force of habit. There's nothing raised at any of the bases. It's just a white square. You see the tiles that go into making a Baseball 5 court. Now bouncing ball up the middle, a force out at second, and the side is retired. Pretty close start as each team with a run on the board. We will be back with the second in just a moment. As promised, we begin again. Throw to first, and it'll be a leadoff base runner at second for Tunisia. You see the windup before the ball is put in play, and that's one of the key differences in Baseball 5, is that there is no pitcher, obviously, so when there's a windup, it's the batter winding up for their motion to put the ball in play. And 2 out of 2 in play for Tunisia to start the second, just like it was in the first. Now ball bounced off the wall, a run will score, and a fantastic start to the second inning for Tunisia. Runners on the corners, and just the 1 out. We haven't talked about it much today as Lithuania concedes the run to get the out at second base. But it is a mandatory mixed gender sport, with each team required to have at least 2 players of each gender in the lineup at all times. Different teams stack their lineups differently. Sometimes you'll see the female players on top of the lineup. Other times you'll see them down near the bottom. In this game, both teams go 1, 2, 3 with the boys, and then the girls go 4 and 5 in the lineup. And every team, like we said, has a different strategy, and sometimes it changes from one set to another. But that was a very well-placed ball there by Jabali. And now back to the top of the lineup with a base hit. No, that one off the wall on a fly. And so ends the top of the second inning. A couple more runs for Tunisia. It will be the great challenge this evening for Lithuania to find a way to keep Tunisia from scoring. They're a very potent offensive team. Michuta on top of the Lithuania lineup with a leadoff hit. And we want to welcome our viewers around the world, wherever you found us this evening here in Tepic in Nayarit. Whether you're on YouTube, one of our social media channels, we sure are glad to have you tuned in to the second ever Baseball5 Youth World Cup. This is the fourth Baseball5 World Cup period. Pretty remarkable considering that the discipline only began in 2017. But there have been 2 open editions of the Baseball5 World Cup. The first ever took place in Mexico City at El Zocalo. That was a remarkable affair. The first Youth World Cup was in Turkey in 2023. Last year, the second edition of the Open All Ages World Cup was in Hong Kong, China. And now we're back in Mexico for the second Youth World Cup. So pretty cool to see Mexico hosting a second edition of this event. Ground ball to third, nice pickup, and out the call at second base. It's possible Baitul overran second there. I like this center field camera. And the ball headed out that way. It'll bounce around enough. To extend the bottom of the second inning, push that tying run on to second base. Players in this tournament born between 2007 and 2011. And a pretty important snag there by Zaragua. Vicious able to put it in play, but the defensive work from Tunisia, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And honestly, that wasn't luck as you look at that replay. Didn't realize how much control the defender up the middle had there, deflecting the ball, knocking it towards second base for the force out. That ended the inning with Tunisia ahead 3-2. Over on field 2, there's another game taking place simultaneously. Perhaps you're watching that in another browser window or even just another tab. Tony Alvarez on the call of Cuba and Spain. Cuba has never lost a game in any of the 3 previous Baseball5 World Cups. They started their 4th Baseball5 World Cup with a victory this afternoon over Kenya. They got all they could handle from Spain in the first set. Cuba did end up winning the first set and now has a big lead in the first inning of the second set. 7-0 Cuba over España. Safe the call at first on that very close play. Great hustle by Youssef. That's Saduri out at first base. 2 outs in the top of the third. Still more to come tonight, too. After this one, we will have our opening ceremony. And after that, late night Baseball 5, a 9 p.m. start for the finales of day one. I don't recall a Baseball 5 game ever starting at 9 o'clock. I could be wrong, but it is exciting, and it's in front of a huge group of fans as a nice catch is made on the line drive to end the Tunisia half of the third. They failed to score, and we will go to the bottom of the third. Tunisia 3, Lithuania 2. And that was an important half inning for Lithuania, and now can they come up with a couple of runs to take a lead for what would be the first time tonight? Baitul leading off, one of two Baituls in the lineup. That's Varvara, Baitul leading off with a hit, and she winds up on second. Very aggressive base running. And that brings up Kira Baitul. Tony Jones, the home plate umpire, officially begins the action by bouncing the ball to the batter. And then they can do what they will with it. That's a very smart play. The soft ball that just cleared the line. The ball hit so softly there wasn't time to get the speedy Baitul. And a great opportunity now for Lithuania to take this lead. On the knees, this slick defensive play, run scores 3-3, but how about it? Up the middle there from Youssef. Catch made. That was not the intent from Michuta. You know it didn't go well when the players biting their jersey on the way back to the dugout. Frustration, no doubt. Unable to bring the runner home from third, but one more chance here for Lithuania with 2 outs in the last of the third. Ground ball, a little bobble, and that will be enough for Lithuania to take the lead. 4-3, how about it? There was a chance to make a play there. Jogging down the line and scoring was Kira Baitul, and now Varvara Baitul, who led off this inning with a double. Ooh, out the call at first. That was a close play. And that's all she wrote in the third. We will go to the fourth. Lithuania with a 4-3 lead, their first lead of the evening. The ball sent to the home plate square, and off we go. Throw's going to go to second. We have a rundown, an underhand flip, and a great recovery there. Ahmed Zaragua almost got caught with the overly aggressive base running. Varvara Baitul held on to it just a split second too long before deciding to throw it to first. The game paused for a moment for a conversation here at home plate. We get back to action. Yasin Chaturu. Safe at first. Everybody safe for Tunisia. It's an exciting time in the baseball world. Obviously, Major League Baseball in the United States, very popular here in Mexico as well, in its final week of the season. A lot of folks have been watching baseball between Baseball 5 games, and then there is this great Baseball 5 event in the WBSC world, as we've got a play at home plate that doesn't get made, allowing Tunisia to tie it up 4-4. Coming off the U18 Baseball World Cup. Great job fighting the ball, but holding on to make the play. And then I think that was a very smart decision not to throw it, as we get a soft line drive for out number 2. So the U18 Baseball World Cup just wrapped up. That was held in Japan, and then the U18 Softball World Cup about to begin in Oklahoma in the United States. So all kinds of events, baseball, softball, and Baseball 5, all in about a 2-week period. As a softly hit ball up the middle is underhanded to first to end the top of the 4th inning. We have a good one going now. And we're headed into winning time. If Lithuania is able to score in the bottom of the 4th, and if they can then hold Tunisia off the board in the top of the 5th, Lithuania will win this first set. So hugely important half inning here. Feel like a little bit more pressure is on the Tunisia defense, because even if Lithuania doesn't score, no matter what happens in the top of the 5th, then Lithuania gets another chance to bat. If things don't go well defensively for Tunisia, they could be looking at some trouble. And a rough start, as the ball hit to third is not played clean. And that's the go-ahead run on base for Lithuania. Oh, a quick release out of the batter's box, a throw towards second, not a good one. Probably a good chance for Baitul to advance to third, but a cautious approach from Lithuania. No reason to run into an out here with none yet. They're looking to win their second set of the day. Remember, Lithuania beat Mexico big. Beat them 10-1 in the first set of their first game today. As we get a diving stop, but nothing further, bases loaded. It looked to everyone as if Lithuania was going to have a big win over Mexico after that first set 10-1 victory, but credit the host nation, Mexico, for coming up big, back-to-back wins in sets 2 and 3. But now Lithuania with the lead and looking perhaps for more. There's a rundown that allows another run to score. There's the tag. Nothing that Michuta could do once he got caught between second and third, but how about 2 runs, the biggest lead so far tonight for the Lithuania national team. 6-4 with only 1 out in the bottom of the 4th, and Varvara Baitul again to bat. Oh, she hit that one short of the line. Tony Jones right on top of it. He is one of the top officials in the Baseball 5 world, and that's taking nothing away from the rest of the officials here. They're all some of the best in the world, but Tony has probably officiated more Baseball 5s. This is an unofficial figure, but he may have officiated more Baseball 5 contests than anybody else on the planet. Wherever there's an event, Tony's there. He's going to be at the European Championships next month. Or maybe it's November. It's in Lithuania, the European Championships, which is really exciting. Big at bat for Jansenas. And the force out at second to end the 4th. 2 runs in. Tunisia up against it now. They are in danger of dropping this first set. They'll need to score 2 to tie it and force a bottom of the 5th. They'll need 3 to put Lithuania back on their heels. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, we welcome you to the Baseball 5 universe. Pretty exciting stuff, don't you think? It's a game built around speed and excitement. It's a game without some of the formal elements of baseball and softball, but the same spirit, as I'm sure you can tell. It's on a smaller scale, both in terms of the number of players and the length of the game. 5 innings instead of 9, 5 players in the lineup instead of 9. Smaller scale in terms of the size of the field. And a great start for Tunisia, getting that leadoff man aboard ahead of Chituru, who hits it hard up the middle. Out at second. Diving play, safe. Whoa now. A hard tag at second base. Watch all the excitement at second base here. There's the slide off the base. You've got to be careful. Got to slam on those brakes a little sooner. There's the dive, looking for the double play. The tag, easy. That's where we were saying, look out. That run on second, that's not the most important run. Lithuania can afford to surrender that one. Oh, a couple of chances to make a catch on the fly. They don't get it done. And we've seen a couple of players slip in this 5th inning. The footwork just giving out. And the game will be paused for a moment to allow Elias Michuta to try and feel a little bit better. Tunisia, meanwhile, is halfway there. They entered the bottom of the 5th, or rather the top of the 5th, down by 2. They've gotten 1 back. They have the tying run on base. The medical staff going to take a very quick look at Michuta. He's all right. He's going to continue. These kids are tough. I mean, really tough. This is not an easy game to play on the body. But now everybody's in place. Youssef on first. And we need a batter from Tunisia. It'll be Wijden Sadouri. Sadouri surveys the field. First base side. Out there. There will be no throw to third. And this is what it's all about. Tying run on third. With 2 outs in the top of the 5th, Lithuania does not, I should say, have to worry about the runner. If they get the force out of the batter, Jabali, the set will be over. This is a huge ball. And it's a good one. Here's the throw. Bounce to first. And we have a tie game. Sensational play there by Jabali. She could not afford to get out. Oh, that was it. Lithuania had the chance to squeeze it for the opening set. Couldn't do it, so we play on. Will Tunisia take a lead? Or will we go to the bottom of the 5th with a tie score and an opportunity for Lithuania to walk it off? Big crowd, too. I love the location here in Parque La Loma. A lot of curious passers-by stopping in and sticking around, too. We've had big crowds at every single game today on both fields. Another chance for Tunisia to take a lead. And they continue to work that second base side wall. 6-6, bases loaded, 2 outs. Yassine Youssef. Very versatile player, very strong player. That'll score one. It might score two. There's the throw to third, the tag to end the inning, but Tunisia with a pair has taken an 8-6 lead. And now Lithuania, who was 1 out away from winning this game, or this set, I should say, they had a 6-5 lead with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. We think it's 8-6. They haven't updated the scoreboard officially. Tunisia's coming out to take the field. I'm not sure what they're looking at here. Tunisia will huddle up near the pitcher's position. Yeah, there the runs go up on the board. A 2-run lead for Tunisia. They can, just like Lithuania in the first, afford to give up 1, but not 2. 3 runs for Lithuania here in the last of the 5th. They'll win the set. 2 will go to extras. We have not gone to extra innings in a set yet today. First ball of the inning, a spinner. A lot of topspin on that ball. It makes it harder to pick up as a fielder. That was a foul ball, and there are no foul balls in Baseball 5. If you hit it on the wrong side of the line, it's an out. And a tough first out. Lithuania now in danger of dropping a 3rd straight set after their big win against Mexico in set 1. You see there's no throw made towards second there because the runner was forced to return to first base. And how about that well-struck ball? Varvara Baitul on first. She's the tying run now. This is good stuff. You see that ball hit the wall, but because it went off the defensive player's hand, it's not an out. If you do hit it off the fence on a fly, it is an out. If you hit it over the fence on the fly, that's an out too. And here comes Lithuania. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 5th. Jansenas out at first base, run scores. 8-7 with the tying run on third. The game-winning run on second. And the leadoff man, Elias Michuta, trying to bring them both home and send Lithuania into a frenzy here. One of the biggest kids on this team. He goes for the soft ball to bring home the tying run, 8-8. Thought he might go for the hard smash to try and score the winning run, but no advance by Baitul. Interesting tactic. Well, this is it. Either Lithuania is going to walk off a winner in the bottom of the 5th, or we'll go to extras. They have tied it up, and we're going to go to extra innings. All tied up at 8 after 5. Exciting stuff in the opening set. Here's the extra inning rules. Similar to Major League Baseball and WBSC Baseball. The inning will start with a runner on first. And if we get to a second extra inning, that would start with runners on first and second. And on, it would be a bases loaded start to the third extra inning if we get there. So the person who made the last out is going to be the runner at first. And so on and so forth if we get beyond the sixth inning. But for now, we'll just focus on the sixth. This is very intense. Two very intense teams here. You know, there's 14 nations competing at this Youth Baseball 5 World Cup, and their coaches operate with varying degrees of intensity. There's the very laid-back squads like a Japan or a Chinese Taipei, for example. And then you have some really intense teams. These are two of the most intense. They're very serious. And the first ball of the sixth inning is put foul. And that's going to be an out, and it'll send the runner back to first. I think at the very least, you want to get the runner into scoring position. After failing to do that, we'll see what we get from Amira Jabali. Jabali winds up, turns, hits it hard right side. There was a chance there for Baitul to make the play. Did not happen. Now Tony Jones sends it into the home plate square, and we begin again. Another chance for Baitul at second. The throw goes home. Good defense there to keep the run from scoring. There's now a force at every base, and now you'll get a look at Lithuania's strategy. Who do they send to the plate to cover in the event that a throw goes to home plate? Yassine Chaturu, the Tunisian batter. Ground ball, out is the call. Everybody's going to get sent back. That ball did not clear the no-hit zone. So Tunisia, their own worst enemy so far in the inning. Some confusion now as to who's supposed to be where. And because of where Tunisia is in the lineup, I think the player who should be at, or would be at third, is instead going to bat. And that's why there's a little confusion setting folks into place. But what we know is this, it is still tied at 8. Great job by Lithuania so far, not allowing a run. Will they be able to finish? Keep the score tied and have a chance to walk it off. Baitul, the flip to second. Tunisia does not score in the top of the sixth, so now all it's going to take is one run for Lithuania in the bottom of the sixth inning to win the opening set. That'll only be half the job. You need to win 2 sets to win the game. You have to be feeling great about your chances if you're Lithuania. They've really done the hard part. Held Tunisia off the board despite the fact that the inning began with a runner on first. A defensive replacement. Mona Buchala to play third for Tunisia. Varvara Baitul looking to advance the runner. Just move him into second. That would be good. A hit would be better. But that second run doesn't matter. They just need the one to break this 8-8 tie. And that's one way to get it done. That ball just cleared the line of the no-hit zone. gets the thumbs up from the lead runner. The only problem with reaching base safely is you get a second look. That was really close to the no-hit line. The only problem now is a force at third, but because the ball was hit to the right side, that doesn't factor into the equation. And now 2 chances for Lithuania to score the runner and win in the 6th. Augustas Jansenas bounces it off the wall, and Lithuania takes the first set 9-8 in extra innings. A thrilling start to this contest. But Lithuania's been here before. They won the opening set of their matchup with Mexico earlier. Can they do tonight what they couldn't do this afternoon, and that's win a second set? We are back as we begin the second set. Lithuania in our first extra innings of this Youth Baseball 5 World Cup, winning the first set 9-8. That was about as exciting as they come. We've had some good ones today already. We had the Japan thrilling win this morning. Yeah, that was today. It feels like a long time ago, but Japan, after dropping the first set, came back and won 2 in a row by 1 run each as they beat Turkey, who were the 4th place finishers at the last Youth Baseball 5 World Cup. And now we've had extra innings in this one. We've had Kenya really hang in there against Cuba before they came up with a victory over Korea in their second match. And you can see there are no real soft spots in this tournament. All these teams came to play. They're all good. And Lithuania now able to get out of the first inning without allowing a run. This Lithuania team looks motivated and looks pretty ready to do what they couldn't do earlier, and that's win a second set after winning the first. I think that's a really good sign for Lithuania that they were able to keep Tunisia off the board. That's 2 straight innings they've kept Tunisia from scoring. And now Jansenas will lead off. Slight variations to the lineups for these two teams. Not only in terms of the batting order, but in terms of the personnel the players used. Elias Michuta will be the batter now. Nothing Tunisia can do with that one. One thing when Lithuania plays, you can always hear their fans. A loud and rowdy bunch. And some trouble here defensively for Tunisia. Trouble all around. Varvara Baitul's on first. Kira Baitul is the batter, and that'll score a run. The throw goes home. 1-0 Lithuania in the bottom of the first. And that brings up Gerda Vikulovaite. Vikulovaite did not play in the first set. As she takes the ball, checks the coaches. Lithuania has signals in a way that not every team does. And that one worked out beautifully with Vikulovaite winding up on second base, a run scoring. It's second and third with just the one out and already a 2-0 Lithuania lead, trying to keep the foot on the gas, trying to blow by a Tunisia team that is obviously a bit dispirited following the set 1 extra innings loss. Another run will score. Everyone will be safe. 3-0 Lithuania in the first. We just said goodnight to Tony Alvarez, who wrapped up the Field 2 coverage with another straight set victory for Cuba, this time over España. 4-0 Lithuania as they are going on a run here. Two outs in the inning. That's a fair ball over third base. It's just like baseball and softball. If the ball bounces over the base, it's fair. If it bounces before the base and goes foul before it gets to the base, it's foul. And now it's Baitul hitting it on the right side and bringing in another run. What a first inning for Lithuania. Chance to make the play over to first, but the throw was high. Forced a leaping catch to be made by Jawi. Malek Bajawi's at first for this one. Nothing she could do differently. She had to jump just to catch that ball. And Lithuania has him loaded again. Oh, this inning really getting away from Tunisia now as Lithuania takes a 6-0 lead. These have not all been clean hits. There are some plays to be made. Tunisia simply not making the plays. You do have a timeout if you want one. It feels like it's about that time for Tunisia, but they're going to continue on with Nichuta, the batter here. And there's the force out, but a huge inning. Lithuania scores 6. They'll take that 6-0 lead into the second. Oh, how about that catch? The two teammates collide. The ball was popped in the air. You don't have to catch it the first time it's touched. There's the pop-up. Two players go for it. And narrowly avoiding what could have been a hard collision. A nice first out for Lithuania, and 2 up, 2 down. Good defensive play. You wouldn't know it from the score, but Tunisia is 1-0. They won earlier today. Lithuania 0-1. They lost to Mexico. Tunisia beat the team made up of players from the Azraq refugee camp in Jordan. That team is representing Syria in this competition, and they will be featured in a big event tonight. They will play Mexico after the opening ceremony. The opening ceremony is scheduled to begin in a good ball, a short hop before it hit the wall. Lithuania all of a sudden looking like an offensive machine. That was very close to hitting the wall on the fly, but it did not. And now a bunt towards third, throw to second, not in time, and good body control to stay on the base. Now it's Vikulovaite. I mean, just terrific placement of every swing of the arm here. They're going to go towards first. They found a seam there, and Lithuania is going to continue to work that spot until Tunisia adjusts their defensive alignment. I think the coaching staff telling Malek Bajawi to move a little bit further off the line to try and protect against that spot. Out the call, though. That ball was not put on the fair side of the line. First out of the last of the second. You see the one-sided score, 7-0 Lithuania. Everybody's safe. The attempted tag did not work out. The runner was able to avoid the tag, and then because of that attempt, the throw over to first was a little late. There's the attempted tag, and that's the difference, that split second, disrupting the timing on the play over to first. 8-0 Lithuania now. And they just keep coming, 9-0. Gerda Vikulevaite just scored, and now she'll bat. Lithuania just having a time. They have, ever since winning in extra innings, not slowed down. Softly hit on the right side, out at first, but 10-0. There is a run ahead rule. If a team's up by 15 or more after 3, then that ends the set. If a team's up by 10 or more after 4, that would also be enough to put it in the win column. We're not there yet, just the second inning, but if this continues along these lines, we may get there. Especially if Lithuania can add a couple here. 2 in scoring position with 2 outs. This is kind of a big at bat. And it's a hard hit ball, but no. They say the runner left second base early, and so that's going to be the last out. Baitul does not seem to agree. But that call, I guess, is going to stand. What a break for Tunisia. I wonder if we'll have a chance to look at that on replay. We may not, because the game moves so quickly. We're going to get right into the third and let Tunisia bat. Baitul really didn't seem to believe that call. And a good start for Tunisia. That leadoff runner on. I mean, this stadium is packed. You look around, there's no place to sit or stand. There's so many fans here. The underhand play over to first for the out, and then a bounce across the diamond. That's textbook defense. This Lithuania team trains as hard as anybody else here. I mean, they really are well disciplined. Always seem to make the smart play. You know, the underhand flip and then the bounce across. That's how you do it. Now the underhand play. Oh, and they're going to say the runner left early again. So the batter's going to come back. The runner ruled out. That's the same call that ended the bottom of the second. We haven't seen that call all day, and now we've seen it in back-to-back half innings. A push towards third, a hard throw to first, nicely grabbed. And it continues to be all Lithuania. Going to the bottom of the third, 10-0 the score. Great defensive play. And if Lithuania scores 5, that'll be it. Quick turnaround as usual. Jansenas, the batter. Blasted. Left side. Well done. You know, Lithuania is thinking, let's not mess around. Let's just go get our 5 runs here and call it a night. I'm sure they'll stick around for the opening ceremony, which we're told will have a laser show. Kind of a laser show of offense from Lithuania here. Just absolutely taking it. Really didn't see this coming after the first set was so close. Just doesn't seem like Tunisia's been able to recover from losing in extra innings. Out the call at first there. That was an important out. The runners do advance. If Lithuania, even if they don't score, if they hold Tunisia off the board, good call, by the way, at first. A scoreless top of the fourth would end this right here. You know they want more, though. safe at first, run scores. It's now 11-0 with 2 in scoring position. Nope. Baitul sent back to first. Just how central this event is to the city of Tepic in Parque La Loma. I think it allows for folks just out and about to wander in, and what I've noticed throughout the day is when people come, they're not just coming for 5-10 minutes, they're staying. And we'll only expect to see more fans streaming in for the opening ceremony, set to begin an hour from now at 8 o'clock local time. And hopefully after the ceremony, folks will stick around for the host nation, Mexico, as they take on the team representing Syria, the refugee team that played pretty well in their first ever World Cup competition, their first ever game against Tunisia earlier today. Nice play over at third, and that'll do it. But Lithuania with 2 more runs. Tunisia will need to score 3 times in the top of the 4th, or this ball game will be over. A nifty ball put in play there. One thing where I've seen teams kind of pushing the envelope today is getting that head start. You're really not supposed to leave that home plate square, that batter's square, until the ball is in play. Out at first and a quick throw across the diamond to prevent any further advance. Lithuania looks nice and cool, calm, and collected. And they love to blow that whistle. Up in the stands, 2 outs, 1 away from wrapping up the victory. Here's the chance for Jabali to extend the game, and she does. Gets Tunisia on the board. They will not be shut out. It's 12-1. They need 2 more runs to force the bottom of the 4th. Otherwise, Lithuania wins by the 10-run rule. That could do it. Underhand flip. How about it? Lithuania wins in straight sets. They win 9-8 in extra innings in set 1, and they win 12-1 in 4 innings. In set 2, I'm not sure we've ever had a Baseball 5 game where neither set was 5 innings. Baseball 5, we had a 6-inning extra inning set and then a 4-inning set. Just a little quirk. First time that a Baseball 5 match does not have 5. And as this game continues to grow and evolve, we'll see more new situations. But how about it? Lithuania finishes the day 1-1. So does Tunisia. And it'll be some important matchups for these 2 teams tomorrow. Tunisia takes on Mexico at 10:30 in the morning, and Lithuania will play Syria at 12:30 local time. We will, of course, have all the coverage for you continuing on YouTube, select games on Facebook. You can find it all on WBSC.org. We'll step away for about an hour, but come back to air the opening ceremony. We hope you're enjoying day 1 of the 2nd edition of the WBSC Youth Baseball 5 World Cup. Craig Durham saying so long for now. We'll be back in a little while.